Picture a highly efficient corporate office. The leadership team just rolled out a new AI policy assistant to help staff navigate complex questions instantly. Within days, the staff completely adopts it. Because the bot writes in a fluent, authoritative tone, employees start treating its outputs as absolute, verified truth. They ask a question, get an answer, and move on. Then the inevitable happens. An employee asks a nuanced question about medical leave compliance, and the AI delivers a confidently incorrect response. The employee acts on that bad information, triggering a sensitive compliance violation. Suddenly, HR and legal are scrambling to clean up the mess and figure out who actually approved this tool for unmonitored use. The executive team's immediate reaction is to point fingers at the software. They blame the vendor, complain about hallucinations, and declare the AI model broken. But the technology did exactly what it was designed to do: generate text based on prompts. The actual failure happened weeks earlier in the boardroom. The leadership team deployed a tool without building the operational environment needed to manage it. Responsible AI functions as a strict operational management discipline. It dictates how use cases are selected, how workflows are designed, and how employees are trained to handle automated outputs. Before any department gets access to a new generative tool, leadership must ask one defining operational question that dictates the entire risk profile of the project. That question is whether the system is assisting or acting. This document outlines the critical definitions. AI assists means a human reviews every output before it has any consequence. AI acts means the system routes, responds, or processes workflows on its own. This quadrant chart maps that exact relationship on its vertical axis. If an AI assists, a wrong output is caught by a human before it matters. If an AI acts, a wrong output hits the business or the customer immediately. Introducing an AI tool into an enterprise without defining where it sits on this spectrum does not accelerate the business. It simply automates existing operational dysfunction at a much higher speed. To stabilize these deployments, organizations require a 6-part management framework. This turns unpredictable tools into reliable workflows. First is accountability. A specifically named human must own the AI's output and take responsibility for the consequences of its failures. Second is safety and reliability. The system needs strict evaluation guardrails to prevent unsafe operational behavior. Third is privacy and data protection. The business must enforce strict rules regarding who can access sensitive data, how long it is retained, and how it is reused. Fourth is fairness and harm awareness. You must implement checks to prevent unjust outcomes, especially concerning high-stakes personnel decisions. Fifth is transparency and boundaries. Users must be explicitly told the system's limitations and exactly where human judgment remains mandatory. Finally, human oversight. High-risk systems require built-in review points, clear escalation paths, and manual override mechanisms when things go wrong. These dimensions form a singular, interlocking blueprint. Remove any one, and the entire AI initiative collapses under its own risk. Let's return to that failed policy assistant from earlier. Applying these 6 dimensions early on would have prevented the disaster entirely. By establishing clear boundaries and mandatory human oversight from day one, you shift the dynamic. Employees stop blindly relying on the chat window and start treating it as an informed collaboration, verifying the data before taking action. Some leaders worry that implementing these guardrails will slow down innovation. The opposite is true. Rigorous oversight prevents the expensive, canonic rollbacks that paralyze unprepared companies. Dropping a new software license into a department does not equal AI transformation. If you ignore workforce transition and task redesign, the implementation will fail. Success depends on commanding AI as a complex, operational change management challenge. Value becomes real only when work itself changes, responsibly, sustainably, and under human control.